Hello, my dear students. So now we are solving the last worksheet of this chapter, statistics. We're gonna start by exercise number 1, complete each of the following statistical table. Of course, we did before the sum applications and the first worksheet. I will start by the first table, and it's so clear for me that the variable is qualitative. You can see from the values. At the beginning, he asked to calculate the relative frequency. As you know, relative frequency has a formula, relative frequency equal frequency over the total. So I should calculate the total n. Total n equal 7, 15, 26, 36, 36. So the first relative frequency is 2 over 36. I can write it as 2 over 36 or in decimal notation. Then 5 over 36. 8 over 36, 11 over 36, 6 over 36 is gonna be 1 over 6, 4 over 36 is gonna be 1 over 9, and the total of the relative frequencies is 1. Second table, we have the relative frequency in percentage and we need to calculate the frequencies. You know, in the last exercises we had the frequency and it was asked to calculate the relative frequency in percentage. Percentage has a formula, as we said before, frequency over the total times 100. So we can deduce that frequency equal percentage times the total over 100. So the total of the relative frequency in percentage is 100. 5 times 900 over 100 is gonna be 45. Then 17, wait a minute, 17, this is it. I did prepare it before. I did prepare the answers before. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. 17 times 900 divided by 100 is gonna be 153. 12 times 900 is 1 divided by 100, 108. 34 times 900 divided by 100 is 306. And 28 times 100 divided by 100 is 252. Finally, 4 times 100 divided by 100 is 36. Okay, let's hope I didn't make any calculation mistake. Exercise number 3, we do have the frequencies and the ICF, increasing cumulative frequencies. Okay, so how with some missing cases, some missing numbers. So how to calculate it? I have first to copy 2 because the ICF of the first value is equal to the frequency. 12, not 2, it's 12. 12 plus how much equal 29? It's 12 plus how much equal 29 is for sure 17. If you don't know the answer, just subtract 29 minus 12 is 17. 29 plus how much equal 29 plus how much equal 51? The answer is the answer is 22. Okay. 51 plus 22 is 73. 73 plus 27 is, we all know how to calculate the ICF, the increasing cumulative frequency. 73 plus 27 is 100. 100 plus how much equal 132? It's gonna be 32. Okay. Exercise number 3, we have the frequencies. We need to calculate the relative frequency and the increasing cumulative relative frequency. As we say, we had relative frequency has a formula, frequency over the total. So you do need to calculate the total of the frequencies, which is the sum of all the frequencies. The sum is gonna be 132. Okay. Relative frequency, I'm gonna calculate 24 divided by 132. I can write it in decimal notation, or I can write it in as a fraction. Okay. So I'm gonna use the calculator. Where's the calculator? Sorry, calculator. I'm gonna use the calculator. to find the values. 24 divided by 132, the answer is 0.1818. 0. Not 24. Sorry, the total is not correct. Let's just erase it. The total is 195. Okay, so 24 divided by 195, the answer is 0.123. So I'm gonna write it as 0.12. I'm gonna round all the values. 33 divided by 195. 33 divided by 195. The answer is 0.169. I'm gonna write it as 0.17. Then 12 divided by 195. 12 divided by 195. It's 0.061. I'm gonna write it as 0.06. I'm rounding each value to its value to the nearest 10 power minus 2. Then 21 divided by 195 is 0.107. I'm gonna write it as 0.11. 58 divided by 195 is 0.297. I'm gonna write it as 0.30. Finally, 47 divided by 195, and the answer is 0.24. I'm gonna write it as 0.24. 0.24, and the total should be 1 or a number very near to 1. Maybe it won't be exactly 1 in this case. Why? Because some digits are missing after the point. يعني أخذنا بس 2 digits. في digits بعد ما أخذناهم بعد البوينت، فهول بيخلوها ما تكون 1 exactly. Maybe 0.99. Okay. Increasing cumulative relative frequency is the same idea as the same way of calculation of the increasing cumulative frequency, but this time with the relative frequency. So I just copy 0.12, then 0.12 plus 0.17 is 0.29, 0.29 plus 0.06 is 0.35, plus 0.11 is 0.46, plus 0.3 is 0.76, plus 0.24 is exactly 1. Very good. So this is the first exercise. Okay, now we have to do the second. Exercise. Okay, now second exercise. In a laboratory, an experiment was made on 25 mice to study their survival after being affected by a virus. Talking of viruses, yani. Okay, so the results were given in the following table. Survival in days, number of mice. Determine the population. Population is the set of objects or persons or animals, in this case, under study. On who we are conducting the study. على مين عم نعمل الدراسة. Okay? على مين? We are conducting this study on 25 mice. So population is equal 25 mice. Part 2. Determine the variable. The variable is the character and the study. About what we are studying. What we are studying exactly. We are studying the survival in days. Number of survival days. And because it's a number, for sure it's a quantitative and not qualitative. It's a quantity. Okay? Part 3. Construct the decreasing cumulative frequency table. He should say polygon, bar graph. Okay? I'm going to do the table. So DCF, I copy the last frequency, which is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 9 is 25. This is part 3. I done it in the table. Okay? I did it in the table. It's done in the table. Part 4. Find the median. We said in class to find the median, we should calculate at first ICF, then an over 2, then compare. But the problem, some of students asked me, can you use the DCF instead of the ICF? Yes, you can. But in this case now, I'm gonna use the ICF because some of you didn't practice it before with the DCF. We'll explain it later, maybe in this question. ICF, so I should calculate the ICF, increasing cumulative frequency. 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 7 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22, 22 plus 3 is 25. So ICF is done. And over 2 is 25, over 2 is 12.5, and it's done. Compare. Let's change the color. And over 2 is between 9 and 13 because it's 12.5, and 12.5 is between 9 and 13. So and over 2, as we said, is between 9 and 13. And the greatest value is 13, so median equal 3. All this let me say that median equal 3. Part 5. Calculate the mean x bar equal summation of an xi over the total and the standard deviation sigma radical of the varnish over 2, but I don't have to write the formula. I just need to use the calculator and go to statistics mode 3 1, entering the data 2 3 4 5 and 6. Then the frequencies 9 4 7 2 3. AC, to find the mean we have to write shift, to click shift 1 4 2 equal, and the answer is 3.44. I just copy it, and this is what we need to write. Now to find the standard deviation, again AC, shift 1 4, and it's 3. I just click on it, and the answer is 1.358. Okay. Now the last part, which is part 6, not 5. Find the number of mice that belong to the interval x bar minus sigma, x bar plus sigma. X bar minus sigma, I need to calculate it at first. 3.44 minus 1.358. I'm gonna use the calculator to do the calculations. 3.44 minus 1.358 and equal 2.082. 2.082. Now x bar plus sigma, I have to calculate x bar plus sigma in order to find the interval. Is a 3.44 plus 1.358, and the answer gonna be 4.798. So the interval gonna be 2.082 and between 2.082 and 4.798. It means greater than 2 and less than 4.7. Let's change the color. I'm gonna use the black. Greater than 2, but 2 is not included in this interval. You have to notice that. From 2 till 4. This is the two values. He said the number of mice, so I should use the frequency. Number of mice in this interval equal 4 plus 7 equal 11. If he asks about the total, if he asks about the percentage, I will calculate 11 divided by 25 times 100. But fortunately, he only asked about the number of mice, about the frequency. Thank you all for listening, and if you do have any questions, just send your questions using WhatsApp. Okay, I will reply to you. Okay, hope to see you soon. Thank you all my students. Bye.